This podcast is powered by the pros at Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPaschal.com.
Over 3,000 yards from scrimmage, 23 touchdowns, and one of the most electrifying players that has ever graced an Arkansas uniform. Felix Jones now joins us this morning, and also Barney Rubble from back in the day. Felix, we'll start there. When you and Darren decided to dress up as Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble, what kind of led to that Halloween pick that all the Razorback fans listen know about?
Good morning, everybody. Oh, man, you taking me back. Man, we was in the training room, actually, and somebody suggested that we dress up for Halloween. And, I guess that was the one that we chose, Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble. So it kind of just happened out the blue.
It was great. So, Felix, again, everyone remembers the playing days. Little stint with the Dallas Cowboys. Catch us up on what's going on now. What's going on in the life of Felix Jones in 2024?
Oh, man, I'm still busy. I'm raising my babies. I'm putting them through sports in school. Actually just got home from dropping them off. And, I'm just trying to keep myself busy. I have, different things I do. I actually have a rental place in Tulsa, Oklahoma that I rent out for events to commercial businesses, and I'm trying to put my foot in the door on that side of the business. So
there you go.
I'm everywhere right now.
Yeah. Well, man, just you're bringing your name up in conversation brings back so many great memories for Razorback fans. I know you and Darren still remain close. We were talking to, it's 5 and 25, but heck, you can't even leave Peyton Hillis out of that conversation. What a triple-headed attack you guys had back in the 06 and 07 days, and particularly 06 with all three of you.
Absolutely. Peyton was a big factor on the team. He was our guy coming in. We learned a lot from him. He worked hard, and we appreciated Peyton. Peyton was that guy.
Yeah, he set the standard for being physical and leveling the block. That was the thing he was always known for. Was if the hole needed to be opened up for you or Darren to get through, he was going to be the guy to do it.
Oh yeah. Especially on that touchdown in South Carolina, he sat back that guy. So absolutely.
So it wasn't just that touchdown, Felix. You and Darren ran roughshod over Steve Spurrier's team that day. What do you remember about that game and that night in Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium?
Well, it started off at the beginning of the week. They, was talking about South Carolina so much, and they just gave us a newspaper, board papers, and we took that. We worked hard that week, like we do every week. But that was just a big game for us. We felt like we go out there and prove to everybody that y'all forgetting about the Arkansas Razorbacks out here.
I think they did. And Felix, Tommy kind of talked about you just running out of the backfield, Peyton setting the tone. You got plenty of offensive linemen that we could give credit to, but you and Darren also had some fun on kickoffs. And I know the NFL has changed things nowadays because they're trying to bring back that exciting play in the sport. Maybe you could just take us back to what you did well, because I know Arkansas could use some punt return and kick returns like you provided to the team back in the day.
Well, for me, it was just taking advantage of every opportunity I got. And if it was kickoff or if it was punt, and, I was – anytime I could get the ball in my hand, I was going to try to make the best of it. And that's what kind of made me excited about kickoff return, because it was just like an offensive play, full speed. So it felt good to kind of see the whole lineman, make a lane for me to run through. And with Darren and his physicality, I just ran. That's all I had to do was run.
Yeah. The great Felix Jones with us here on the Morning Rush. Some of our great memories from 06 and 07. There was, a couple of years after that under Bobby Petrino as the head coach. But Darren, Felix, what's it been like the last 15 years as you talk to Darren and your teammates? And Arkansas's had a few up years, but had some down years. What's the conversation like on Saturdays between you and your teammates about Razorback football?
Man, we wish them the best, and it's kind of hard to win in the SEC. It's not a league that's for a team that's like for new coaches. It's hard for the new coaches to come in and actually make a move. But I think Coach Pittman is doing that. They had a great season. Well, beginning of the season last year. Hopefully they come out and redeem themselves from the end. Coming to the end of the last year season and start off well and finish well. So we just go year by year and kind of assess and hope they do their best.
Yeah. As you see NIL and the transfer portal and the changes that are being made to the just the fundamental structure of the game now, what are your thoughts as a former player that didn't play in a NIL era, didn't have the freedom of the transfer portal? What's your assessment of where the game is off the field right now?
Oh man, I think those kids deserve it. Any chance they get a chance to take care of themselves or their families, I believe they deserve it. And it's great that they have that opportunity. If we had that opportunity back in the day, oh my goodness. It's good for them to have this opportunity to either go out and make a change for their families right now instead of have to fight and kind of just maneuver. And sometimes you don't get a chance to go to the NFL. You might get hurt before you get there and things just don't work out. So if you can get a chance to take advantage of opportunities in college, I believe that's a great thing.
Felix Jones with us here on the Morning Rush. Felix, you, of course, from Tulsa, Booker T, Arkansas, got Luke Haz out of the basketball recruiting class, Bixby, which is not too far from where you went to high school. Tulsa's like 2 hours or so from Fayetteville, maybe a little less. How important is maybe that city and really the eastern part of Oklahoma to getting some players here to Fayetteville like you?
Man, I think it's great. Even though, you have these big schools in Oklahoma, you have the OSUs and your OUs, Tulsa. But I think those schools are looking for out-of-state players because I see their roster and all I see is Texas, California, Mississippi, Florida. Rarely see somebody from Oklahoma. So for Arkansas to get those players who wants to play but don't have that opportunity in state, I think it's good for them to get a chance to get out there and get in the SEC and play, because, that's all you want to do is get an opportunity to get a scholarship and go play football. So I think it's a good thing that, a lot of these Eastern Oklahoma players are going to Arkansas.
Felix, if I remember correctly, it came to a battle between you and the Tennessee Volunteers with Arkansas to land you. I wonder if you could maybe take us back to how Coach Nutt and the rest of that coaching staff made it clear to you that the best destination for your college career was in Fayetteville rather than some other schools.
Oh, man, it was just Coach Nutt and, what he did and how he felt about his players and what he did for his players. It was him and him being himself that kind of led me to Arkansas. So it was the coaching staff had Bobby Allen. He was the recruiter. He used to come out. He was a great man, and I just appreciated them treating me the way that they did at that point in time. Yeah. I don't think I would have had as much success in Tennessee as I did at Arkansas. So, just by the way everything kind of lined up, it was God's plan.
Yeah. Felix, how often do you get to Fayetteville? When's the last time you've been on campus, maybe been over to see those that are in the program now?
Oh, man, it's been about a year. It was last year I went out there. Plan on getting back out there this season for a game. So, I try to get out there once a year, maybe twice, to do a few things and, speak to the fans. I do autograph sessions. That was probably the last time I was there. And it was at the football game. So, Like I said, I try to get out there maybe once or twice a year.
Yeah, I know a lot of you gathered when you honored the late Dean Weber, who seemed to have a connection with every player that ever came through that program, and I'm sure you were no exception. And just talking to you and your teammates and others from different eras, the impact he had on the program is can't be summed up in a 3-hour show. What was your relationship like with Dean that we have found through having conversations? His personal touch with each player was like any other.
Yeah, Dean, man, he was a great guy, and like you said, he was around a lot of players for a long time, and he was there for a long time at the Razorbacks, and he was always that person you can go talk to, who can help you figure out what you need to figure out, and wasn't judgmental at all, and he was just that guy that you kind of can lean on when things get tough. So he was definitely a big part of my my tenure there at university. But also after I left, he was still get in contact with us, talk to us, and see how we were doing. And wanted to make the best of every relationship that he did. So. What he had with everybody. So he was a great guy, and, he'll be missed.
Felix, you mentioned come back to Fayetteville. We're talking with Felix Jones, by the way. You'll be in town on September the 13th for the 2024 Arkansas Hall of Honor. Our teammate, Matt Jones, also going to be a part of that ceremony. What's your excitement level from basically less than a month getting inducted?
Man, I can't tell you. It's above the roof, and I can't wait to get there.
Is there any former teammate that maybe you haven't seen in a while, or maybe Coach Nutt, or anyone that you're itching to talk to and see in person in about a month?
Man, it's all of them. I can't name them all, but the relationship I have with my teammates there, it's fun when we get to gather up again. It's like the locker room. So, it's all of them that, I play with, and the former players and the players that came after us. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Being a native Oklahoman and obviously OU now in the SEC, what are your thoughts on the pluses and the minuses of OU being an SEC conference member now?
Man, can you repeat that?
Now that OU's in the SEC and you being from Oklahoma,
okay.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on what's good and bad about the Sooners being an SEC foe?
Well, man, if I was playing now, I'd be excited. I'll tell you that. With the Razorbacks, I'd be excited because it's OSU and OU that moved to the SEC. So I think it's going to be a great thing for OU kids to go out there to the Razorback Stadium to kind of see the excitement in them calling the Hogs. Man, I don't think they ever had anything like that there in Oklahoma. So it'll be great for them to experience that, and it's going to be a tough thing because those are tough teams going into the SEC, so it's just making the competition level even better. And I think it's going to be great to see what turns out this year.
Felix, before we let you go, this text comes from Lance in Fort Sill, who's listening this morning. I know you had plenty to choose from, 23 touchdowns during the course of your Arkansas career, but do you have a favorite breakaway touchdown, a favorite highlight reel play as we let you go this morning?
Gotta go back. Oh, man. Favorite one. So many of them.
There is a lot.
I guess I would say, man, I think that South Carolina run with Peyton, flatback, that guy, that stadium roared, and that was beautiful seeing it from my eyes, and once I seen him on the ground, it was just blaze, get down there as fast as you can. So I will pick that play right there.
Yeah, he had a defensive back or two that took a bad angle on you, and it was a house call for you on that 76-yard touchdown after Peyton bulldozed that cornerback or whatever. Well, Felix, we really appreciate you joining us this morning, reliving some great memories. Excited for your induction to this upcoming Hall of Honor on September the 13th. And
congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. The great Felix Jones with us here on the Morning Rush. Man, we'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. See y'all later.
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.